Well, 5:45, time to head up the hill here. Got most camp packed up. I'll just glass for an hour or so. If I don't see anything, I'm headed out. The camera makes it look brighter than it is, but it's still 30 minutes before sunrise, and you want to be sitting down to glass at least by then, maybe even a few minutes sooner. I've been here about 5 minutes. And with good glass, you'll be able to see some of this country out here when these bucks are moving. And sometimes these big bucks, they'll walk around till 10 o'clock in the morning. More often than not, you'll see them at daylight to a little bit after sunrise, and then they're going to get to where it's really hard to see them. So you don't want to miss this half hour, 45 minutes. Even though I'm not following my own rules, you want to make sure you're really quiet while you're glassing, especially if you got deer country within 300-400 yards of you. They can hear you digging through your pack and talking on the video camera. So you got to be really careful and really even out to 1,000 yards, banging stuff around, talking in a normal voice. They'll hear you. I have screwed up before, and I see a big old buck running away and think, what spooked him? Oh yeah, I dropped my pack. Also, I'm hunkered way down in the rocks here. I'm staying off of that skyline. I'd like to sit up there because I could see more, but they'll see you from a mile away. They'll see you. So you got to be really careful on your skylines. Right when the sun's hitting those faraway peaks, 2, 3, 4 miles away, you can pick out game. I can see 4 elk over there on that far peak over there. So that's the whole idea. If they were bucks, I'd know right where they were. And unless somebody buggered them up, they'd stay there till I could get over there and hunt them. Alright guys, I gave it everything I got. Been here, this is the 4th day of scouting. And just didn't turn up any bucks, just that one small one. But that's scouting for you. It's never a waste. I learned how to hunt this country better. And in the event that I do find a big buck here, that'll always come in handy. So scouting is not always about finding the bucks for sure. I can tell you about 100 other scouting trips just like this one. But just like in hunting, every once in a while you hit the jackpot. So that's why we keep going. Head back to camp and get the horses packed up. Alright, before I ride off into the sunset, I wanted to say something about camp. I get a lot of questions on where to camp. I am measured it with the rangefinder, about 1,500 yards from the buck country. That's pretty close to a mile. The prevailing wind goes that way. Buck country's over there. So unless these bucks move around and get out on some of these secondary ridges that I don't usually see them on this time of year, I'm in a pretty good spot to camp. The worst thing you can do is go camp in your deer country. You will ruin your scouting trip or your hunting trip. Those bucks need to be able to move around. They do it at night. A lot of times you'll camp and you'll think, well, I'm not seeing any deer here, this is fine, but they'll come through at night and you'll find their tracks on the trail and think, oh no, they know I'm here. So it's always worth a little extra effort to pick a camp where you can be away from the deer. I've got about a 40-minute walk to the deer country, and that's usually about right, 30 minutes to an hour, as long as you got the wind. And you notice too, I'm in the timber. I'm not out on some good-looking knob where I can glass for miles, because you can be seen from there too. So I always try to get down in the timber where they can't see me. So anyways, that's how I camp.